What's going on, guys? It's delivery time once again. There is going to be some Gunpla in here, so the Gunpla Delivery handle actually works for this video. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what I've got on my to-do list. We've got some cool stuff in here, and it seems like a lot of the recent kits that I've been getting, a lot of recently released new kits that I will be reviewing for you guys have been a lot of big stuff. In this box, fortunately, there's some smaller stuff as well, so that'll kind of help to break it up because it takes quite a while to put together some of these bigger kits. So building some smaller kits are, quicker to build and quicker to release reviews for you guys, so it'll be good to help kind of fill those gaps, including this one here. So this is one of the new 30 Minutes Missions kits, the Volpanova. Here we go. Yeah. The Volpanova tank version. So this is a really cool looking mecha here in the 30 Minutes Missions line that transforms into like a tank. I do really like the look of it. All like the equipment that it has on the back and the transformation ability. I mean, it's cool, it's interesting, it's definitely unique to this one, but I just like it in its kind of like mecha form. It has that cool bazooka and everything, and the tan color scheme I think really fits for the tank aesthetic of it, of course, so that'll be really fun. Another 30 Minutes Missions news, we have the Customized Weapons Energy Weapon, which this set probably not going to go too well with that tank one, but this will go well with some of the other ones, especially the Spinatio, as you can see like there on the box art. It's used with some different versions of the Spinatio, which I actually do have the Spinatio Night type, which I do need to review for you guys as well, so I'll probably maybe do this like as a combination review, that and then this set together, because I think this set would probably be very fitting for that particular kit, so we'll check this out. Another couple of small things here, HG stuff from Bandai. We've got the new HG Hindre Sturm here from the HG Witch from Mercury line. This one, if you guys saw my review of the regular Hindre, that was a really fun kit. This one is like a new version of that, kind of how we saw the Zoart and the Zoart Heavy. This is like the heavy version of the Hindre, so like a kind of a more heavily armed unit, a little bit different color scheme and everything, so that one should be a lot of fun, as well as the Kukaru's Duan's Island version of the gun cannon. So this one is out in the HG The Origin line. So it's the Origin version of the gun cannon, which we've seen a number of times before. This one is kind of the traditional gun cannon though, whereas the ones that we've seen before, like the early type and stuff like that. So this one is like the gun cannon that we all know and love, with a little bit different styling to it now, being the Origin version of it. And I love the HG The Origin kits, so excited to check out a new one of those. All right, so we got a few other things here from Kotobukiya, so we'll get the non-Kotobukiya stuff here out of the way first, and then we'll save the Kotobukiya stuff for last. So this is the Rabbit Void enhanced set. This is like a candy toy basically, and I believe there's two different color versions included in here. So just like a set that normally this would be just in like a store display, and normally like store display boxes would have like 4, 5, 6, 10 in a box, but fortunately this is just packaged as a set of 2. It's this really cool, just kind of like mini rabbit themed kind of little mini mecha model kit, and I thought that would be really fun to check out, so we'll check that out in a upcoming video, and I'll see if that'll be something that maybe, if I can find the time to do it, I would love to do like a little customization here, paint up one of these. So that'll be a lot of fun to check out. Just something interesting and unique, right? So that'll be cool. Let's do this. Let's do here from Wave. I wanted to try these out. I know that I think it's Gaia Notes in their kind of Nazca branch of tools. I know Nazca has like a kind of sponge tool like this, and they're one of those tools that are pretty unnecessary because, for doing like sponge chipping, that's basically what this is for. For doing sponge chipping, you just use a piece of sponge. You don't have to buy like any specific fancy tool or anything. This was pretty cheap though, so I do want to do just like a demo video on this, just in case any of you guys are also interested. The nice thing about this is that it's not too expensive and it's convenient and easy, and assuming that it works well, which I can assume that it would work perfectly fine, it'd be a nice tool for, if you are willing to spend maybe a couple extra dollars for just kind of a convenient tool that's specifically made for modeling, as opposed to just like a random sponge that you get from a store. So it has like a little handle, which is nice also, so you don't get paint on your hands, or if you're using gloves you don't really need to worry about it, but you don't get paint on you. So you have the handle that like holds the little sponge tip in there, and it has 10 sponge pieces in there, right? 5 in black, 5 in white. So we'll try that out. The new underwear body girl jelly in the Guilty Gear line here from Plamax, from Max Factory. So there's 2 of these that go together, jelly and the other one, I forget the name of it, which I just got recently. So I've been waiting to get this one as well so that I can review these kind of together. I think I'm just gonna do a joint review with the 2 of these kits as a set, kind of as a pair, because they're just kind of meant to be sort of a pair. They kind of go together. The other one's GP04. This one is GP05, not to be confused with the Gundams, of course, but obviously just kind of like lingerie with weapons kind of theme for these Mecha Musume, but they're not even Mecha Musume, so those would be kind of like Kotobukiya's Sosai Shojo Taiyen kits, where they're just kind of Musume without the mecha aspect to them. Speaking of which, let's go to that next, because this is pretty interesting. So we have the new Sosai Shojo Taiyen kit, which is in a very large box. So this is in the Kotobukiya's bigger size box, which I'm very interested to see why this is in a bigger box, because typically they're in like, you know, this size box like that, and even so in like the smaller size box, the boxes aren't super full. They don't have a ton of parts to them, so I'm kind of interested to see, you know, what's all really in this box, which warrants it to be a much larger box. And it actually does feel like there's quite a bit of stuff in here. I'm just gonna pop it open and take a peek inside and see. I mean, it actually does seem pretty full, so maybe there's something that I missed going into this kit. Maybe there's like more to it than what I realized, but as far as I know, I mean, it's just like kind of a standard release out in the line where it just has like a different costume and different hair and face parts and stuff like that, different accessories from previous versions. But I guess there must be more different about this one than I realized, because yeah, that box is very large and beautiful, of course, looks nice, so that one will be really fun. Another big box here from Kotobukiya is the new Tsugumi Kanagara Gashin version. So I did review the original version of this and I loved it. I really liked that kit here in the Megami device line. I wasn't necessarily expecting to going into it. I didn't know if I really liked the design of it, but after building it, I really liked it. So I'm really looking forward to this new version. Obviously, the main difference is just going to be that this is in a new color scheme. It's in like a dark color scheme, kind of similar to like the version Ganesha Tenki version of the Shitara Kanashia Megami device kit. But this one, yeah, aside from being in a different color, I know it does come with a little bit different weaponry and stuff in there as well. So we'll take a look at that. Very excited to check this one out as well. And then a little bit smaller, but still a fairly large Mecha Musume kit here from Kotobukiya is the Frame Arms Girl Congo. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time, because it basically is the first ever kind of like unofficial Kankole Kantai collection kit here from Kotobukiya, because it has basically like the same styling of like a Kantai collection, except it's not. But yeah, this is obviously the Congo, which was originally released as a Frame Arms kit. It's one of the more recent ones, but it has been out for quite a while. And now we're getting the Mecha Musume version of this here. If you guys remember, the Frame Arms kit was particularly interesting because it like transformed into like a boat. Like the bottom half of it transformed into a boat. So like it's still got like the top half robot body, and then there's like the bottom half is a boat. It's interesting, unique design. So I think this one will be cool having it here in Mecha Musume form. It looks really cool. I like that, so I'm looking forward to that. And the last very small little thing in here is the QP Mini Stylet. So I did do a review of the QP Mini Go-Rai previously. If you guys missed that, you can check that out just to kind of know what this line is like and what it's all about. They're basically kind of like these little chibi versions here of the Frame Arms Girls that you know and love. And of course, everything's compatible with the full-size versions and with all the MSG, like modeling support goods, option parts, and everything. It's all compatible, so you, of course, like everything else, you can customize them as much as you want or as little as you want. They're just cool little kits just on their own. So that one will be fun as well. That's another kind of quick and easy build for these. So that is it for this delivery. A lot of cool stuff in there. Again, a lot of very interesting stuff. I'm really looking forward to having some, like I said before, you know, smaller kits that are a little bit quicker and easier for me to just build up and share with you guys. And then I've got a lot of big stuff, as you guys know. If you've seen the past couple episodes, you know I have a lot of big kits and all that I'm working on as well. That said, there were a couple of big things in here, like that Megami Device kit in particular. I know it's probably going to take a while to get that put together, but that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much. As always, let me know in the comment section what you're most looking forward to, and I'll of course take that into consideration in terms of, you know, what I get to earlier than later. But you know, all goes according to plan. I will make time to get to all of this eventually, as soon as I can, as quick as I can for you guys. But I really appreciate all your support. If you want to check out some of this stuff and everything else, you know, you can check the link in the video description to USA Gundam Store. I don't believe there's too much of this that we may already have. Most of this stuff, I believe, is still on the way at the moment of recording this. I know that we did just recently get this kit in, so I believe this one we should have available for you guys. Other stuff though, I'm not too sure on, but you can check the link on the website. If not this, you should be able to pre-order any of this stuff, or there's plenty of stuff that's also just in stock too. So check the link out. Thank you guys all so much. If you also want to like and or subscribe, I really appreciate all your support. Till next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.